this interesting briefing. And a little follow-up on the Middle East with specific cases. I'll take 4 examples: Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Oman, and Iran. Egypt, we have the researcher and journalist Ismail Iskandarani, who used to work for the Wilson Center, has been arrested upon his arrival to Egypt. Mm-hmm. And since then, he's been going through a limbo of legal processes. And he's still imprisoned, and he just gets renewal every 45 days with no end in sight. And Iskandarani is only an example to prolific situation that journalists and those who oppose the regime face. Saudi Arabia, thank you very much for mentioning Raif Badawi and the lashes. And by the way, there is an additional 50 lashes are going to be implemented on him. His sentence is for 1,000 lashes mm-hmm. and in prison time, and it's done in sessions of 20 or 50, which is an agonizing situation. For all what he dared to do is to write mm-hmm. and oppose certain things. Oman, which is we don't hear much about, but we have 3 journalists, the editor-in-chief of the Zaman newspaper, Ibrahim al-Ma'mari, and his deputy, Yusuf al-Hajj, and the editor, Zahir al-Ibri. The 3 of them received jail sentences between 3 to 1 year, mm-hmm. Financial fine, monetary fine. In addition, that they have been banned from journalism for an additional 1 year period, because they dared to publish documents regarding a case that was involving corruption mm-hmm. Of some high-level legal figure there. How can a rapporteur, and the UN system in general, and the UN Human Council, which I'm calling on this, mm-hmm. issues, since Saudi Arabia is a member in the Council till the end of the year, how can we avoid these harsh sentences and this legal limbo implemented by these states yeah. on those who are indicted for, according to their perspective, crimes mm-hmm. Relating to publishing or freedom of expression? Mm-hmm. Iran, we just have 4 journalists mm-hmm. added to a long roster yeah. of journalists that have been also imprisoned.
Yeah. So thank you. I think there are many things that can be done that aren't necessarily being done. So one is, of course, special procedures of the UN, special rapporteurs like myself should, when we have information, reach out to the governments. We do it first, often confidentially, but where we don't receive responses, and we don't receive responses more than half of the time, we use press releases in order to raise attention, raise awareness of these situations. And I'm not a believer in raising awareness for just the sake of raising awareness. I think it's important for other states that respect freedom of opinion and expression, states that are allied with countries that are not respecting freedom of opinion and expression, to make it a part of their foreign policy and a part of their relationship, their bilateral relationships with those countries, and to raise these issues as issues of concern. I mean, my fear, if I were a government concerned about security and stability, I would be afraid that a government's repression of freedom of expression actually causes more instability. I mean, there are issues that we're talking about here that are about personal development and about access to information and public participation, but there are also security issues. And if you look around the world, particularly if you look around the Middle East, but elsewhere, repression of expression does nothing for stability and security. If anything, it pushes it underground. So that's not a human rights argument necessarily, but my hope is that states that really care about stability understand that stability and security depend upon open government, transparency, access to information, and freedom to share information.